my channel and happy Valentine's Day. This video is what I got for Valentine's. So let's get into trying to take this little plastic thing without ruining the book is harder than what I thought it was going to be. Right, so I finally have them open. This sun is shining right into my eyes. So I did also get a replacement of my bookmark that says drink good coffee, read good books. It is in, I've got the exact same one in the book I'm reading at the moment, but all of this part came off because the cats thought it was a play toy. But I've got 3 books. So the first one is the second book of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. So I've got Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. It says on the back, I'm going to read what it says on the back, but I can't pronounce the full name of Pip's name, so I'm just going to say Pip. But if you have the book, you know her name. So it says, Pip is not a detective anymore. Her true crime podcast about the murder case she solved last year has gone viral, yet Pip insists her investigating days are behind her. She'll have to go back on her word when someone close to her goes missing and the police can't find it, can't do anything about it. If they won't investigate, then Pip will, uncovering more of her town's dark secrets along the way. But will she find the answers before time runs out? So this book already just sounds really good. I can't wait to get into this one because I want to know who's gone missing and what happens. So the next one is the last book of the series, As Good as Dead. This one says, Pip is haunted by her last investigation, but soon a new case finds her, and this time it's all about Pip. She has a stalker, one who keeps asking, who will look for you when you're the one who disappears? Pip soon discovers a connection between her stalker and a local serial killer, but the police refuse to act. As the dangerous game plays out, it's clear that if Pip doesn't find the answers, she's as good as dead. I don't really say much about this one. And the last book is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I have heard stuff about it, but I don't know anything about it, and I want to know if I like this one because I really want the second one, but I'm going to have to read this one first. Right, so this one says, right, so I am editing the video now, but this book, due to my dyslexia, it proper kicked in whilst I was trying to read the blurb. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it in, but I am going to put the blurb picture in, so if you want to read it, pause it. If I keep the part of the video in, just ignore how much I'm stuttering because I really couldn't read it because my dyslexia proper kicked in. So I apologise for that. Bearded bad boy Barbara Knox prefers to live his life the way he loves his coffee, alone. Unless you count his basset hound, Wallow. Knox doesn't tolerate drama, even if it comes to in the form of a stranded runaway bride. Naomi wasn't just running away from her wedding, she was riding to the rescue of her extangled twin to Knockman, Virginia, a rough around the edges town where disturbs are settled the old-fashioned way, with fists and bears usually in that order. Too bad for Naomi, her evil twin hasn't changed at all. After helping herself to Naomi's car and cash, Tina leaves her with something unexpected. The niece Naomi didn't know she had. I didn't know anything about this. Now she's stuck in town with no car, no job, no plan, and no home, with an 11-year-old about 30 to take care of. Going on 30 to take care of. There's a reason Knox doesn't do complications or high maintenance women, especially not the romance ones. But since Naomi's life imploded right in front of him, the least he can do is help her out of her jam. And just as soon as she stops getting into new trouble, he can leave her alone and get back to his peaceful sorority life. At least that's the plan until the trouble turns into danger. Right. So I know that I just struggled reading that whole blurb. Problems being dyslexic and not knowing how to read. But this sounds really interesting. It sounds like a Netflix series that I watched with two twins, and they used to be like really close. And one of them is kind of evil, and they like separate, and then they come back together for a family meet up, I think it was. And it doesn't go to plan at all. I just can't remember the name of it, but that's what I'm getting vibes of from it. But I can't wait to read all of these. And I do want to know what yous are doing for Valentine's today and what yous got. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.